Have you ever wondered what it feels like to die? Not from a dark fantasy, but from what actually happens inside the human brain when life is about to fade out. Today I'm going to show you what science knows, what studies reveal, and what thousands of people who were clinically dead described when they came back. But be careful, because maybe it's not what you imagined. Stay, because what you're about to hear might change the way you see life forever. 1. The first change. Your body knows what's coming. Before death, the body does something impressive. It prepares itself without you noticing. Your heartbeat begins to change, your breathing becomes deeper or shorter, and the brain enters emergency mode. Doctors call it the body's last defense. Your senses become strange. Some shut down, others intensify. The brain starts working faster than ever. Just when many believe everything is shutting off, science says the opposite. 2. The brain, the last to shut down. A 2023 study found that right before death, the brain produces incredibly intense activity, similar to the deepest dreams. Yes, while the heart stops, the brain seems to enter an ultra-active mode, as if it were processing your entire life in milliseconds. This is the moment when some people say they saw images, memories, faces, places, all mixed together like a fast-forwarded movie. Is it real? Is it just a biological reaction? Science still debates it, but what no one can deny is that something extraordinary happens here. 3. The strange feeling of disconnection. Medical reports show a repeated sensation. I felt like I was no longer in my body. Science explains it like this. When the brain loses oxygen, sensory connections begin to fail, like a phone losing signal little by little. That's why many describe a feeling of floating, separating, drifting away from noise, as if they were spectators of themselves. The strangest part is that this happens while the heart is already stopped. The brain struggles and shows images trying to make sense of the chaos. 4. The tunnel and the light. Myth or science? This is the most famous moment, and science has an explanation very few people know. When vision shuts down, the cells in the eye start dying from the outside toward the center. That's why the last thing we see is a bright point in the middle of darkness. The light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, but not necessarily something mystical. It's your brain trying to interpret what's left of your vision. Although many say it feels deeply real, warm, peaceful, as if all fear disappeared within seconds. 5. The silence, the moment everyone describes. An absolute silence. That's how hundreds of people who were revived describe it. Nothing hurts, nothing weighs, everything fades slowly, but without fear. Science says that at this point, the brain works only with the energy it has left. It's like a computer shutting down softly, file by file, function by function. 6. The return, when life comes back suddenly. Those who return describe something brutal, a kind of push back into reality. Noise, light, pain, confusion, everything hits at once. This happens because the brain suddenly receives oxygen again. And the most impactful thing, many say that when they return, they feel like their life has completely changed, as if they understood something that can't be explained with words. So, what does it feel like to die? Science says one thing, human experiences say another, but both agree on something. Death is not what most people imagine. It's a process, not an instant. A gentle shutdown, not a jump into the void. And maybe the most important question isn't what it feels like to die, but whether we're truly making the most of the time we have before that moment arrives. If this video made you think, I invite you to stay for the next one, because what's coming might change you more than you think.